What's up Raiders, Bionic here, and today's video is going to be the 11-month progress update as a 100% free-to-play player in Raid Shadow Legends. First, I will mention that this is the last time I will be making these videos in this format. And the reason is quite simple. You guys have seen me grab my monthly reward, talk about my challenges, the missions, my clan boss, my arena team over and over, and I feel like the progress now isn't as fast as it used to be, so going forward I will only cover the important things. But for good old sake, let's go ahead and grab this last monthly reward, which is yet another void and free sacred shard. So as you can see, as always, I always complete all my daily, weekly, and monthly quests. My missions were all completed a while ago, so I have a fully ranked up Arbiter. I only have one more challenge to complete, which is the 10.3 of the Artifacts challenge. As you can see, I'm fairly low on silver as well as gems relative to the highest amount I've ever had, which was about 5,400. As for my shards, I've started saving up again after the recent fusion event for Torment. I used up basically all my shards. As for my Great Haul, it's improved a little bit. I've been trying to fill out all the accuracies for all the different affinities. I'll probably work on the resist after that, but I'm not entirely sure for now because I've been going through my rosters and trying to redesign my arena teams, clan boss team, and level 20 dungeon teams. And this leads me to the next point, which is basically my new teams. So for the campaign, I am now farming with my Royal Guard. He's a decent farmer. You can actually get runs in under 30 seconds, sometimes on the really good ones in about 20 seconds. And the reason for this is because I was using my Kale. Kale was also being used in the arena, but now I am not using him anymore. So I took him apart completely to salvage the gear and put it on another champion. So then the arena basically looks like, for now, Arbiter, Seer, Zargala, and Harvest Jack. But this is not set in stone. If you've watched the previous video that I've talked about efficiently gear swapping, I'm giving myself some options. This is just what I'm trying for now. It might change in the near future. Then I've got my new clan boss team, which is alright. It's not crazy. It's not that much better than the previous one, but I feel like right now my gear is my biggest issue. It's not that great. It's not fully improved for all these champions, and when I leave it on auto, these two guys together don't work very well, in the sense that Steel Skull on auto will always be trying to clear the buffs from Occult Brawler, and if you guys know this guy, he needs to have up to 5 debuffs on him to use his A2 for him to get an extra turn and get a little bit more damage in. Also, sometimes I wake up and my clan boss or my clan is basically already past the 50% mark, which means I'm fighting against either the wrong affinity, so that is a slight disadvantage. But anyway, I should still be able to 3-key the Nightmare clan boss. And finally, I can quickly show you guys what my new teams look like for the dungeon. So I won't cover the builds in this video. I will make separate videos for that, but at least you guys will see how I'm improving basically for the times. Ice Golem is now currently at 5 minutes and about 14 seconds. That was my best run. I've tried a lot of different teams, but at least it's a lot better than what it used to be, which was close to about 15 minutes. As for the Dragon's Lair, we're down to about 1:49. This one has been working out pretty well at 100% efficiency. Then I've got the Spider's Den, which I have not fixed yet. I'm using like 3 Cold Hearts and a Royal Guard. I can only do stage 16 efficiently, but stage 20 I'm lacking a bit of damage, so I'll have to work on the gear for each of those champions. And finally, the Fire Knight is down to about 4 minutes and a half. That also used to be close to about 9 minutes. Okay, so now we will cover the champions. The month was a very busy one. We've had the Torment Fusion, which I ended up doing. I've taken the time to level a couple more champions to rank 60, such as Xavier. I took also the time to do the masteries on Xavier, do the masteries on, I believe it was, not Harvest Jack, but Steel Skull and Skull Crusher, which are my 2 new champions for the clan boss. and now I'm also doing Seer, and finally I've just finished leveling Torment as well. So that is what I'm working on, and I will try to finish before the 12-month mark. As well, what I did is I basically cleaned up my account. I got rid of anything and everything which is just completely useless in terms of gear. I've kept my best pieces for now. I've taken apart any champion that I was using for the faction wars because I've progressed as far as I can get for now. At least that's what I think, until I start actually building some dedicated faction wars teams, which I doubt I'll do in the near future. My focus probably going forward is going to be about getting better gear. My champions are just maxed out with whatever I have, which isn't enough for me to hit Ultra Nightmare or for me to be in Platinum Arena. So I really think that right now the best thing to do, like I said, is to focus on the gear. In the process, I also cleaned up my account of any extra champions I had lying around that really weren't providing any sort of benefit to my teams. So a lot of level 50s, even if they were fully ascended, a lot of them were basically farmed champions from the campaign, which I perhaps used at some point, but now that they were completely useless, I got rid of them, which made a lot of space in my vault. Alright, and now let's go over each champion that I use on a regular basis. Arbiter, fully maxed out in full speed gear. Xavier, currently only masteries are done, not geared. Rosin in lifesteal and speed. All skills are done as well as masteries. Foley was taken apart because I now have Skull Crusher and Steel Skull. Harvest Jack, just kind of playing around with slightly offensive gear for the arena. Ghostborn, currently in a stun set and speed set, mostly used for the dungeons right now. Lugan, also used basically in the dungeons, but as an option for the clan boss as well. I've tried him out. In some cases it's slightly better, but not that much. Zargala only for the arena and the dungeons. Skull Crusher obviously for the clan boss in lifesteal and speed. Same thing for Steel Skull, except he's got some accuracy for landing those debuffs a little bit more. Occult Brawler as well in lifesteal, and I've got 2 immortal pieces here, but the speed is just right. Royal Guard used basically in dungeons and as my farmer, like I said before. Crimson Hell, my attack down champion, as well as 60% increased defense. Valor right now is not geared. I might do it in the future if I want to get back to it like a 7-second or 10-second farmer. Then I've got 2 Cold Hearts, the other one's in the vault, but she's also partially geared, just not quite well. You can see that this is pretty bad, like I don't have enough crit rate, as well as crit damage could be a lot higher, but then some of the gear yet is not fully maxed out, and it's sort of just my pieces that I had lying around. I just wanted to match them up to kind of be the same, but it's a work in progress. War Maiden not being used, Runic Warder not being used, Kill not being used, Athel not being used. Apothecary right now is in my shield set. Then we've got Berserker not being used. We've got a Seer in full speed for the arena and perhaps some dungeons. And then I started working on Torment, and the rest is basically there's absolutely nothing. So it's just sort of options that I'm giving myself in case I want to work on them. So that about sums it up for the champions, and like I said, these are allowing me to do the level 20 dungeons with relatively enough efficiency. Like I said, I have a little bit more testing to do before I actually show you my builds. I might tweak the gear a little bit more, but at least you guys get a decent understanding as to where I'm at currently. And now last thing I'll show really quick is the faction wars. Basically I'm now sitting at 348 stars. I can't really improve on this unless I improve the teams of each of those factions. The only one that I can farm the level 15 is the Dark Elves. All the other ones I'm trying to farm at least level 10. In some cases I can't even do that because I'd have to gear at least one champion, which I'll probably do in the near future, but I was waiting to do my dungeon teams first. Alright guys, so that's about it. A quick update on my account. Like I said, last time I'll be doing it in this format. Going forward, I'll probably just cover my dungeons, the performance in there, if I've been improving or not, my clan boss, my arena teams, and if I've gotten any new really good pieces of gear, because like I said, that is going to be my focus. And before I let you guys go, I really want to take the time to thank you guys. I've just hit 5K subscribers today. I know it's not that great compared to other YouTubers covering this game, but then again, I do not post as often. I have a different style. Being 100% free to play means I can't always bring exciting new content for the end game. Instead, it's sort of like this slow process of me trying to get to end game and compete with the bigger guys. But nonetheless, you guys have made this so fantastic. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys later. But please don't forget to check the description to see how you can support my channel.